What's up, guys? It's Chris and Alex here from the School of Embodiment. We've just had a question come in from TikTok, so I'm going to read it out to Alex and let Alex answer the question for you. So it's from a guy called Hankster. He says, I don't know if that's his real name.
Hankster the gangster.
The gangster Hankster. He says, I have discomfort in my body. How do I shine my light and release it? I have been on a journey of awakening, but this discomfort I feel is trapped old energy. Does this make sense? Does it make sense, Alex?
It certainly does.
Let the people know at home what they need to do.
Yeah, so how do I release it? How do I clear this old energy, these blockages? And my go-to, if you've watched me before on this channel, I always promote bioenergetics, which is a practice that is specifically intended to release repressed emotions and energies, things that are trapped in the body, things that have been there for some time, they're somewhat dormant and out of awareness. And with bioenergetics, we're obviously putting ourselves in a stretch, a certain posture or pose, which opens the body. And this is the first step. You don't have to practice bioenergetics, but I'll just use the principles of the practice. The first one being opening the body. You have to open. You said about shining your light on the darkness or something like this. And the way that we shine light, obviously metaphorically, is by opening. You need to get in touch with the parts that are painful, the parts that are stagnant, the parts which just feel like they're hanging around and that they're not going anywhere. And we do this by scanning the body. We scan the body with our awareness, and we find the areas, or the area, perhaps it's usually multiple places for people, but sometimes one area is more obvious than the others, and we bring awareness to it. We bring awareness to it, or we open to it. And when we open, we allow a lightness around the affected area. And in doing this, you'll notice that when we open, or when we bring awareness to the area, to the pain, there is a heightened level of feeling. And this is the work. This is where we need to be. We need to be in the realm of feeling, but firstly we must open to the feeling. And if you are somebody that can't really get in touch with openness or feeling, you tend to be a little bit cut off, then I'd strongly encourage you to try some of the bioenergetic exercises. These can be, for me, they are the most powerful exercises that you can do for releasing and integrating emotions that are stagnant and dormant. But if you're not kind of feeling this kind of vigorous practice, then scanning your awareness, scanning the body, feeling different parts, and also speaking to the body. Speaking to the body, or speaking as the body, as I like to say, is a very effective way to get things moving. So if you have a density or a darkness, let's use an emotion actually, because it works a little bit better. Usually there's an emotion attached to the tension or the area that's kind of giving you a hard time. Let's use anxiety. So we feel into the shoulders, maybe it's the shoulders or the neck which feels tight, it's affected, and we can just subtly feel that there's a bit of an emotion there. There's something going on an emotional level. So we can say to ourselves that experience. So let's use anxiety. So we can say into the body, into the shoulders, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious about this, I'm anxious about this. I'm anxious that my body feels like this. I don't want my body to feel like this. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be anxious. I don't want to be anxious. And what we're doing here is we're giving the body a platform that it can share its experience. We're allowed, to start with, I'm anxious, it's coming from my mind. But as I'm saying I'm anxious, or I'm tight, we can use most words, to be fair, that reflect our experience. But as I'm saying I'm anxious, the body starts to respond. We're driving those words into the body. We are flooding the body with those words. And this is kind of counterintuitive, or you know, not many people would teach this because they'd say, well, you don't want to be telling yourself you're anxious because you're going to get more anxious. But then I'd say that's good. It's good on some level to get anxious because that is what you're experiencing anyway. It's just the running away from it that is keeping it stuck. It perpetuates the experience that you're having. So the hard cold truth about this work is that you've got to face what's going on. You've got to look. It's not about bringing light so much to these areas and getting into awakening, like it certainly is about that, and it is an aspect of it, but there's a whole other side of this process, which is, you know, we've got to feel like shit sometimes, we've got to feel anxious, we've got to feel anger, we've got to feel sad, we've got to feel pain. Like, we've got to really get in touch with reality. The reality of our experience is what's going to set us free. That's the real freedom. That's the embodied freedom. That's how we create change. So there's a few things in there, you know, check out the bioenergetic stuff, speaking into the body, but when you're speaking, making sure you're feeling the body, feeling the areas that are affected, and you can see some change quite rapidly, you know, like the body responds. This is the beautiful thing about the body, is that it never lets you down, you know. It's always there. It's like the greatest friend that you could ever have. Like, it'll never turn its back on you. It'll keep being there, keep being responsive, and keep giving you what you need, you know. So hope this helps, and I'll see you again shortly. Thank you.